Are you looking for the best cabinet table in your budget? Well, in today's video we break down the top 5 best cabinet table that are available on the market. I made this list based on their price, quality, durability, and more. To find out more information about this product, you can check out the description below, and also make sure you subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. The 5th product on our list is the SawStop Panga-inch Professional Cabinet Saw. We give this saw top marks on everything except for the price. While many of our picks were fairly expensive, the cost on this one can give you a bit of sticker shock. That said, this 1.75 horsepower 12 table saw was our favorite by a wide margin. The fence was amazingly smooth despite being 36 wide. Dust collection was a breeze, and it never seemed to slow even when pushed to what we thought would be the limit. On top of that, it's highly maneuverable for a cabinet table saw. It has 360-degree casters on its base to allow you to turn it however you'd like without lifting, and a mechanical lift to get it to just the right height. The only real drawback we could see was that it may be a bit too large for a small workshop. Up next in the 4th place is the Jet 10-inch Deluxe XACTA cabinet saw. While it's another expensive option, the Jet 708675PK is an excellent way to go for those who regularly find themselves ripping larger pieces of wood. It suffers from the same primary shortcomings as our favorite, but comes with the addition of a 50 rip fence that really makes it stand out. The rip fence makes it too large for a confined workshop, but for those who are regularly in need of a way to rip large boards, it excels. Unfortunately, it's only a 10 blade, so it actually isn't the saw you're looking for if you want to be ripping through exceptionally thick materials. Taken together, this is a high-end workshop table saw. Perhaps a bit much for the home DIYer, but the perfect companion for a cabinet maker or serious carpenter. If your hobby usage doesn't require you to cut through exceptionally long pieces, you may be better served with the SawStop saw, however. It's expensive and enormous, but it's also smooth and has a ton of power. Indeed, the 3 horsepower motor also makes it a great choice for those who specialize in exotic hardwoods. The 3rd product on our list is the SawStop 10-inch Professional Cabinet Saw. While we really like the PCS 31230 TGP 252, we aren't sure the huge jump in price over our favorite is worth it. While at first glance this 10-table saw appears to have a significant advantage with a 3 horsepower motor, it's also prohibitively expensive for the majority of people. If you can afford it, then it's the only saw we found which actually seemed to perform better than our favorite. It's ideal for precision work with woods like ebony and maple, which are much harder than the usual fare found in our homes. The upgrades over the first one in our list are pretty minor. A 52 rip fence, the ability to add overhead dust catching, and some other minor features. Like all of the SawStop brand saws, the big money is in the safety features. Whether or not it justifies the cost is up to you. It is a better saw overall for anything but ripping exceptionally thick material. It's just a matter of whether or not you think it's worth it to you. Second on our list is the Powermatic 10-inch table saw. While the SawStop directly above may be a better saw, we feel that the PM1000 is perfect for home hobbyists. It's middling in price range but has enough power to tear through just about anything you put in front of it. While it's not as advanced as some of the other saws on our list, it makes up for it readily. The build quality goes above and beyond for the price point, and the 1.75 horsepower motor often seems to have more power than you'd expect. It forgoes some of the more delicate modern control systems to bring you robust controls that wouldn't look out of place on an antiquated saw. That's not a bad thing. Many saws of the design which this one seems to be based on are still functioning perfectly decades later. That said, we've heard that customer service can be a bit problematic when you're dealing with Powermatic, and this saw is pretty bare bones overall. Finally, the top product on our list is the Grizzly Industrial G1023RLWX 10.5 HP 240V cabinet table saw. Any good cabinet table saw is going to end up costing at least 4 figures, unfortunately, so budget is a relative term here. If you need to go any cheaper, then you're probably looking at contractor or countertop models, which are outside the purview of this article. Grizzly is one of the well-known brands in the industrial tool space. They're compatible with Shop Fox accessories and make hardy tools which should last for a long time to come. This particular model is even set up to turn into a router table, which makes it dual use. For those who need to save space, it's a bonus. It performs admirably in both sections, although obviously not as well as the SawStop and other top-dollar brands. It's more than enough for home usage for the most part. The table which comes with it is fairly small, so expect to spend some money on an extension if you're regularly ripping through large boards, and it requires access to 220V, which is uncommon as residences in the US. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time.